we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you a special presentation of
Two Nerds, a podcast. Your home for everything movies, music, video games, and everything in between. With your hosts, Bunny the Bruiser, and Dynamite Jared Latching.
How's it going, everyone? We are Two Nerds. This is a podcast. This is our 2018 The Best Of special. I am...
And for the last time in 2018, Dynamite Jared.
Very cool. Very cool. That is Dynamite Jared. That is a Dynamite Jared double chin that I see there, but that is fine.
I'm laying in bed.
I enjoy it. It's fine. I'm laying in bed directly next to you.
I can't be. we're recording this podcast side by side in bed. No pants are being worn.
Of course not.
We've just finished our morning tea.
Yes.
Oh, man. Having some OJ.
A little toast to the end of 2018.
It was a hell of a year, and it's our year-end special.
Yeah. It has been a hell of a year. We've done a lot of shit this year. Videos on our channel. You guys can go check those out. Of course, on the channel you're listening to right now, and Jared's channel at Dynamite Jared. You can find links in the description. Yeah, so it's cliche to say, but we've got a great show for you today.
Oh,
ladies
it's a
and
packed
gentlemen.
show. It's such a
It's a
jam-packed. That's right.
So
We're going through all the best of 2018, and we're going to start with an unexpected swerve for you, buddy. What was our best show of 2018?
Oh, our best podcast?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because the only ones that are in recent memory are the ones from this season. Like the season 2 stuff, I don't really remember what we talked about.
We've left that in the rearview mirror. Ever since season 3 has started, we've just been at our peak. We've increased the quality of the show.
That is false. It has gotten so bad. Like recording over Skype makes it sound like absolute piss dribbles, but you know.
One of these days, we're going to be so big, like the Edge and Christian show, because I think they do theirs over Skype too. But they also have like an audio guy, like on the call with them that will like pop in every now and then. They'll be like, "Hey, Sean, how's it going?" And he'll be, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Yeah.
Like, you'll just like hop in there.
Yeah. We'll have actual equipment instead of whatever the fuck.
We'll have Jake on the audio call with us.
Well, see, that would make it even worse than what it is now.
What do you got there? Some scratch-off tickets?
No, I was going through this drawer here because I always have to be doing something with my hands. I found little pamphlets from the Mothman Museum that I went to this year.
We may be talking about moths later, so...
Yeah, I guarantee we will. Guaranteed. Little foreshadowing. But our best podcast of season 3 so far is going to be this one.
You're absolutely right.
This is going to be the top of the line best of 2018, season 3 or 2.
And we're going to get right into that after this commercial.
Fuck that shit. We ain't got no sponsor.
So, all right. What are we talking about first?
Well, you didn't... Oh, I guess you agreed with me that this was going to be the best podcast of 2018. Well, I guess we can kind of start with stuff we can kind of breeze over, because, honestly, I didn't listen to that much music this year, so if you have any notable albums that you can throw out there that could be the best of the year, because, honestly, I listened to, off the top of my head, 3 albums this year.
What are they?
Light Years had a new album, Tiny Moving Parts had a new album called Swell, and Foxing had a new album. I can't remember what it's called, but that's really... This year I've just been listening to a shit ton of podcasts, so I haven't really listened to a ton of music.
My ass has been listening to podcasts pretty much. I've been listening to Saw Monster Sound Off, and then, like, not necessarily podcasts, but, you know, like, YouTube, Dragon Ball YouTubers I just kind of put on in the background. I haven't been listening to much music, and when I do listen to music, it's all from 1986.
Right.
So, my album of the year this year. This is high praise for me, and it's going to be an absolute upset. I'm telling you, no one has seen this coming. And we're talking about freaking No Jacket Required by Phil Collins.
Didn't even know that existed, but okay.
No Jacket Required by Phil Collins.
Is it a warm day? Like No Jacket Required? Like is it about like?
That's just the name of the album. He might be talking about a straight jacket, for all I know. He looks a little mad on the cover of it. So, No Jacket Required. Also, I have to give the honorable mention to The Smiths, self-titled, which I just recently got on vinyl for Christmas. So, original pressing. So, that was very nice. And also, The Cure, Disintegrate. Not original pressing, and I didn't get it for Christmas, but I found it at the exchange for like $12. And I was like, damn, the Cure album for $12? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that, so
you did, and there you go.
There you go. And speaking of Damn, I also got Damn on vinyl for Christmas.
I noticed that. I opened your Snapchat this morning.
Actually, I'm so far behind on the times that I didn't even realize that came out in 2017. So
Damn, yes, that was last year.
Can't be my
Yeah. Humble was like the theme song of the 2017 like finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
playoffs.
Yeah, like the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Very interesting. So yeah.
So what out of those three albums that you listened to, what was your album of the year?
I'll give the rub to Pat Kennedy this time. Dear personal friend, he deserves album of the year. Caleb on the drums put out some music this year, so go listen to that. It's not an album, but When Did I Become a Ghost is a banger.
Okay. All right. So this is not the discussion that anyone wanted us to have.
Right.
But we did it anyways, and there it is. Album of the year, 2 albums from the 80s, and then a local group.
Yes.
So all right, so go check those out, especially No Jacket Required by Phil Collins. He really needs the support. He's not really doing too hot.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I saw him in concert this year, and
wasn't that good?
No, it was great, but he actually wasn't doing that high. He had to sit the whole time because he's so goddamn old. So,
damn.
Not once did he even stand up and
really
dance a little bit. No, he just had surgery, I guess. So
so he just sat there the whole time.
He came out in a fucking cane. The dude could barely fucking walk, and then like sat on a stool and just started jamming.
Well, that's good, I guess. As long as it sounded okay, even if it wasn't like a high energy performance.
Oh, it sounded great. And his backup singers did a lot of dancing and stuff. They brought the energy, so
yeah.
I wanted to give Philip Bailey a shout out of Earth, Wind and Fire for his solo album, Chinese Wall, but I couldn't remember the name of it right off the bat. But that has Easy Lover featuring Phil Collins on it, and that song is just an absolute banger. Like,
there you go.
Unstoppable banger for the ages.
Very cool. What would you like to move to next? The best of 2018. What was the best YouTube channel of 2018 in your opinion? What content did you enjoy the most? Besides us. Besides us, obviously.
Dynamite Jared put out the greatest content of 2018. Oh, God. So I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers. Rhyme Style, Nanogenics, Geekdom, The Truth. But see, like, these guys have been putting out the same content forever. And I guess my pick also has been putting out the same content forever. But, you know what? I can't give my pick to PewDiePie. As much as he was probably my favorite YouTuber of the year, I think that the case has to be made that the best YouTuber of the year, the YouTuber that captured everyone's attention and was really the hottest YouTuber of the year, was Shane Dawson.
He did have a lot of he had his resurgence this year with his 50-part series of every person ever. So
yeah, I think that his series, and I mean they have their ups and downs. It wasn't always great, but it always had everyone's attention and everyone was talking about it. So I got to go with Shane Dawson. Dark horse pick for me.
Yeah.
Nobody, once again, no one saw that coming.
I did not see that coming. For me, as far as like big time YouTubers go, I think I'm gonna go.
By the way, no star reviews is our actual winner.
Yeah, he's getting the rub. I was gonna say, as far as our small town humble guys, No Star Reviews is certainly getting the rub on this one.
We just have to, like YouTube Rewind. We just have to appease to the advertisers and the corporations and stuff. You know, No Star Reviews isn't a big sexy name like Shane Dawson is, so we gotta keep our sponsors happy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
As far as big time YouTubers go, I've been watching like. The Try Guys videos are okay. The BuzzFeed videos are like okay, but I don't really know. Like those are the ones that are like you can't say like watch Mojo because like they're absolute like fucking garbage. And I'm trying to give
they're so bad.
Like I'm trying to give like an unbiased opinion. Well, like I guess
you still watch Mojo?
You know when it's something that has to do with something I like I'll watch it and just be like, this is absolute fucking garbage, and they did not research this at all. They just went on Wikipedia and had one of their voice actors talk, and like that's it.
Well, they just put out that Dragon Ball Super video, right? Did you watch that?
I did.
And how was that? Bad?
It wasn't the worst, but I mean, it is what it is.
The worst? I swear to God, I watched like, first off, they put out like three of them, like 3 top 10 Gundam videos. It's like you could only have one top 10. Right? The other ones have to be like fucking 11 through 20 and shit like that, you know what I mean? But they put out like 3 top 10 Gundam videos. And one of them they like, oh, number 1 is this Gundam. And all the clips that they used were of a totally different Gundam while they were talking about it.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, God, that's just...
Because no one does any research.
That's like it's just painful to watch.
Like, the editors have no idea what they're doing. The voice actors have no idea what they're doing. And the people that are researching it are just going on Gundam Wiki and, like, not even knowing what they're talking about.
Yeah, so... so who's your pick?
I know Geekdom was going on a Twitter tirade the other day talking about people ripping off his Dragon Ball videos and using Dragon Ball Wiki and all that. He was putting some people on blast. I don't know, like Shane Dawson is a good pick actually, but I think I might have to go with, was this year? This might not have even been this year. I think I'll go with that Tana person who made that con and fucking fucked everyone up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Shane did the TanaCon video like series this year or not. I feel like actually he did, because in the good YouTube Rewind, the one that like PewDiePie made or whatever to combat the real YouTube Rewind, which is abysmal, is not going to get video of the year from us, by the way. But I'm pretty sure clips from the TanaCon thing were in there, but I don't know if TanaCon was this. I think TanaCon was actually last year.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's whatever.
But her redemption arc was this year.
Yes. And I remember, like, me and Emily and Kayla watched, like, an hour and 20-minute long video of her talking about her sugar daddy. Do you know anything about that one?
No, I've never watched Tana whatever.
Apparently
Tana Mojo or whatever I think it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. Apparently she was on like Seeking Arrangements or whatever, which is the website you go to like find sugar daddies.
Mm-hmm.
And she ended. It's like a long story, but then like at the end, it's revealed that she was like with Michael Jackson's manager, and like she met Janet Jackson and like all these people, and then like she fucking didn't hang out with him anymore because he's just like a creepy old dude, you know. But like she was like hanging out with him for a while.
You're on Seeking Arrangements, you know what I mean? Like anyone that's going to pay you money just to hang out with them, aka sugar daddy.
And I guess she was worried. She was worried about him finding out who she was because she was like trying to be like all defenseless and shit, and like, oh, take care of me. And then she was like, well, if he found out I was like this famous YouTuber, like he wouldn't care. And then I guess he found out what her net worth was and was just like, oh, that's cute and stuff, and like still like hung out with her even though she's worth like over like $1 million. Like he didn't care because he's like worth like fucking billions of dollars, you know.
Yeah, she's probably still like impoverished to him.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't eat gold-plated chicken wings?
Yeah. Yeah. But
not my food of 2018. By the way, saying.
Yeah, gold-plated chicken wings. I will say worst channel of the year is Watch Mojo, or the channel that did that thing about Seinfeld. So.
Oh, yeah, those are rough. I'm gonna have to say Logan Paul for worst channel.
I'm gonna have to find I'm gonna have to find the channel. I'm gonna have to ask Emily what it is and show you it next week. But it's basically like this YouTube channel where the videos are all like horrendously bad. Like if it's kind of like if you told aliens this is what YouTube is and they tried making videos, like that's what it is. It's just like inhuman. Like, I can't remember what they're called, but they're just, like, the most awkward videos of all time. I'm gonna have to show you.
Is it that Burger King foot lettuce video?
No. They're just, like, tutorials.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Oh, that might be of it. I might not have seen that one, but I don't know. But, like, it's basically, like, all these tutorials, like, how to have a good time and, like, stuff like that. And, like, they're the most, like, robotic, like, worst videos ever. But people think they're aliens, so...
I actually just watched a Dragon Ball YouTuber the other day. His name was like Just a Cyborg or some shit like that. And so his thing's like sort of like quasi-animated and it's just like a cyborg kind of like standing there like talking, and he puts like a filter on his voice to sound more like robotic, but you know, he still sounds like he's kind of like a weirdo. And he just like sat there talking about like some other girls. Just Anime Girl's YouTube channel, and was just like shitting all over her theory that Goku and Vegeta are getting weaker as Super goes on, which, by the way, is a really stupid fucking theory. But,
yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all, but...
So yeah.
Yeah. That's about it, I guess.
Worst YouTuber, Logan Paul and Watch Mojo.
Yes.
I gotta give Logan Paul the nod on this one. Because
that was still this year. The Suicide Forest thing was this year.
It was like right at the beginning of the year, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could throw out like literally everything else that he's done since then, and he's currently trying to rally the Low Gang to subscribe to PewDiePie to help in the fight against T-Series. But he filmed a dead body at the beginning of the year, so I mean, dude, you can't really, worst channel of the year.
Worst channel of the year. Cool. And I'm sticking with.
Let's not get meddled down in worst of the year, because this is our best of the year special.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Well, any other categories you're thinking of? I have two more, but I didn't know if you had any. The two more are the big ones, so. You had wrestling. Do you want to talk about wrestling?
Yeah, absolutely. Match of the year was the unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, but I can't pick that now
because it was unsanctioned. It doesn't
Unsanctioned.
count.
The match does not count, as informed to me by Tommaso Ciampa. I wonder if
Yourself.
WWE did that just so he could tweet that shit.
Maybe. I don't know.
Such a good tweet. So if that match doesn't count, then I'm going beyond them, and I'm going to. It's tough, man. It's gonna be an NXT, but there's 3 NXT matches that really stand out to me.
There's a ladder match. Did you like the ladder match?
I like the ladder match, but it's not in my top 3. My top 3 is Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas.
That's a good one.
Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. And Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era.
That's a good one.
So that's tough, man. I'm honestly might be leaning towards Mustache Mountain versus Undisputed Era because the storytelling in that match was just so fucking good. And that I feel like it got overlooked a little bit because it was just on normal NXT TV and not on a takeover. So just because I think it's getting overlooked, but it did make WWE's top 25. It did. But I still don't feel like that many people are talking about it. And I feel like a tag team match won't get this shot that often. So there it is. Mustache Mountain versus the Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Well, I guess sticking with NXT matches, I agree with you. The one that we count is obviously the runaway best one of the year, in my opinion. But I will go with one of the sequels for my pick, and I will go with, was it the Last Man Standing match? Is that what it's called? Was that one of them? The one at the end where Ciampa just kind of like slithers onto the ground and stands up. You know what I'm talking about? Like the finish? Where he's like up on the barricade thing by the stands. And he just, like, puts his feet down. It was one of the other 2 matches. I think it was the first one after.
Well, there's a Chicago street fight where he ends up in, like, handcuffs. And, like, Johnny Gargano just absolutely beats the living piss out of him. And then he freaking catches him in, like, hold on. So one Ciampa wins by fucking removing like the ring like padding and like brings out the like wood. He like DDTs Johnny Gargano onto like the exposed wood and wins. And then then I believe in the street fight he ends up. God, is he in the handcuffs in the damn? I see. Like this is why they don't match the unsanctioned match is not as memorable. Then I'm pretty sure one of them, like, Ciampa ends up handcuffed, and they're brawling all the way out to the outside. Gargano, like, is just beating the living piss out of him. And then, Ciampa, like, they're up on the stage. Gargano's gonna do, like, the knee or whatever to his head like Ciampa did to him at the start of the feud. But Ciampa moves and Gargano, like, I'm pretty sure, like, falls through a table or some shit like that. And, like, Ciampa just kind of, like, rolls over and pins him. I think.
I don't know. They all kind of bleed together. But yeah, the first one's definitely the best one, but we can't count it, so...
Doesn't count. Unsanctioned match.
Doesn't count. So what about main roster matches?
Oh God. I gotta say on the main roster.
I'm gonna say just for the sake of recent memory, I did not watch TLC, and I heard AJ versus Daniel Bryan was good.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was those two. Can they have a bad match? I don't know. Can they? No. I mean, even at its absolute worst, like Nakamura and AJ Styles, they never had a bad match. Like, it was never a bad match, but it was always just like something
it wasn't
like
what we thought.
You expect more from them. So
yeah. So I think for me personally, and this might not be the quote unquote best match, but my favorite one that I watched, because I did not watch a lot of wrestling this year, because quite frankly, it wasn't that interesting to me.
Let me guess.
It's easy.
Carmella versus Asuka with James Ellsworth in a shark cage.
You knew it.
I knew it.
The match I got the most enjoyment out of was Daniel Bryan and Brock.
That's my pick. That's my pick for match of the year.
Yes.
Like, I think far and away, and I haven't watched that much wrestling this year, admittedly, but I think far and away that was just the best.
Yeah.
Out of
especially because at the beginning I had like no expectations. I was like, this is gonna be average at best, and then it was genius. So
I knew it was going to be great, so I don't know why you thought it was going to be average. I knew it was going to be great. I also know that Rollins was in like an hour-long gauntlet match earlier this year that was supposedly really good. But
but I mean, that's technically like 5 matches. But yes, I mean, that was a good match, and it was a TV match, so I feel it's like underrated. But yeah, he was like what do they call it? The workhorse? He was
he was in there like the whole time.
Yeah, he lost in like the second to last, like through a cheap thing, and I think like the Miz ended up winning it or something. I can't remember, but
all right. So Lesnar versus Bryan, undisputed greatest match of the year.
Yes.
So next, we will talk about what was your pay-per-view of the year.
I didn't watch that many of them. Royal Rumble was okay, but it's kind of soured because it led to nothing. WrestleMania sucked.
What do you mean?
Well, both the Royal Rumble winners turned into... I mean, there was no payoff for it, really.
Huh? That happened?
Nakamura did not win, and Asuka fucking tapped out.
I tried to erase that shit from my memory, buddy.
You did not remember that.
Listen, I'm a much happier person when I don't remember that. So, but in a vacuum, the Royal Rumble was really good.
Yes.
In a vacuum.
And the other thing is, like, it was so long ago that, like, I don't remember how I felt. I mean, I was stoked as hell when it was happening, so I guess I'd have to go with that. And, like, Survivor Series had the match of the year, but the rest of the show around it was not ideal. Like, you know what I mean?
There was some good matches. Like, Charlotte versus Rousey was pretty good, too.
Yeah. WrestleMania was trash, so that's, like, not even...
WrestleMania has made it... I've watched, like, a bunch of top 10 pay-per-views of the year, and they put so many... Like, all of them put WrestleMania on it. And I was like, how? That show was so bad. Like, it was a chore. I fucking hated every second of it. It sucked. WrestleMania sucked. It's not even in my fucking top 1,000 pay-per-views. It was that and Backlash. Like, everyone fucking hated Backlash. It was, like, super bad. And, Greatest Royal Rumble. We can't forget that.
Oh, yeah. All-time classic. Crown Jewel. All-time classic.
Oh.
They actually televised Starrcade this year, I guess.
Sort of.
I didn't watch it. But...
I didn't watch it either. So, again, you got to go back and you got to realize that not once did NXT ever put out a bad show this year.
This is correct, and TakeOver New Orleans is definitely the runaway here.
TakeOver New Orleans, far and away the best show of the year. Like, there's just no... I don't watch New Japan.
Any promotion, I would like. I don't watch them, but I guarantee, you know.
I don't guarantee because I don't watch New Japan, and I know that Dominion was like a big time show where Kenny Omega finally beat Okada for the championship. But Jesus Christ,
I
Top to
watched
bottom.
I watched all the major matches from Wrestle Kingdom 12 or 13. What was it? It was 13 this year. I watched the major matches on that, but I didn't watch any of Dominion.
What, that was Jericho versus Omega this year?
Yeah, and then Okada's match.
Okada versus Naito.
Mm.
The guy that does the thing with his eye. Like,
Yes. Hayato. Yeah.
all right, so TakeOver New Orleans. Even though its main event does not count, the overall show does. So,
Yeah.
TakeOver New Orleans is the pay-per-view of the year. Two nerds, stamp of approval. Stamp it. All right.
Stamped. It has been stamped.
Okay. Now we set that to the side, and we get away from wrestling, because wrestling is a part of my life that makes me very sad.
I agree.
In 2018, wrestling has made me very sad. So I'm going to look at my cat for more positive energy. Arnold.
Who is your best cat of 2018?
I think that Misao has ran away with the award this year.
Really?
Misao has stolen the hearts of me and Mi-chan. And every morning, she wakes us up by scratching at the door and doing her little fucking... like her little attempt at a meow. She wants in. She wants to jump on the bed so we can pet her. And she's got crazy bug eyes. And I think she's the cat of the year.
Very cool.
Dog of the year goes to Austin again.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my cat of the year to Mr. Moon, our black cat. He's just a solid dude. A+.
2 thumbs up for Mr. Moon.
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Moon. You keep doing you. Let's give him the stamp.
He's got the stamp.
And then we actually, Buddy has actually stamped the cat. I saw it on camera.
Yeah.
So we're not going to upload the video because we'll be flagged for animal cruelty. But
of course, yes.
Yeah. All right. So we got to move on to the big categories, and I know what everyone at home is thinking. Best cat of 2018. That's
like,
not,
how do you get bigger than that? Yeah.
That's not the biggest category. Well, you haven't been paying attention because we have yet to talk about the greatest movie of 2018.
We have yet to talk about it. This is a true fact.
What is the best movie of 2018? I'm going to go out and say that it is Dragon Ball Super Broly, even though I haven't seen it.
Even though we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So that'll be
it's going to be movie of the year in 2018 and in 2019.
2018 and 19.
I'm putting my money on it. But
should we should talk about a couple of honorable mentions, I guess,
okay.
instead of just saying. What did you see this year that really had you wanting more?
Halloween. Halloween, without a doubt. I was just like, I saw it, and like I was obsessed with it for like a good solid 2 weeks there. I would not stop talking about it, and I was like so fascinated by the people that really hated it that I was just like trying to figure out their logic behind like hating it. And yeah, I'll be getting that on Blu-ray when it comes out.
2 weeks, brother.
That was, man, I really, really liked it. Also, go ahead. I'll switch to you because I have a couple more that really like caught me and I really liked them. But
I was also gonna say Halloween. Like I have the same opinions about it as you. I was talking about it the entire time as the hype train was kind of going there. We were talking about it every week, and I was talking about it all the time. And that one is probably my favorite, or maybe second favorite I saw this year. Definitely the most enjoyable and the most rewatchable that I've seen this year.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get to the movies too often this year. I maybe only saw like 10 or 15. My letterbox has been real weak this year, but
check mine because I can filter it by movies to make sure I'm not leaving anyone out. But I feel like you know what you got coming here, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have much more coming. I mean, there's only one more that I've had much to say. I mean, Hereditary was cool. I don't like it was one of those movies that like comes out in June and everyone says this is going to be the scariest movie of all time and it's just overhype and the movie's fine. Like the movie's a good movie. I'd watch it again, but not one of my runaway favorites of the year. Everything else I saw this year was like pretty mediocre. But I will say that besides Halloween, the best movie that I saw this year, obviously not counting Dragon Ball Super because we have not seen it yet, but Won't You Be My Neighbor, the documentary about Mr. Rogers was great. But the drawback with that is it doesn't have as much rewatch value. So that's why I mean it's a documentary, you know. So like Halloween is my favorite of the year, I'd say.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit one of my scores here on Letterboxd because maybe not. All right, so I saw. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 movies in 2018, or six movies in 2018 that came out this year.
I saw 16 movies that just counted.
Okay, so you're going better than me, but so out of my picks here, I think that everything that I saw was good except for Venom, which I still gave 2.5. So I guess still like good, but like very very disappointing. Um, so but everything else that I saw was like pretty much like really good to great. We got Black Klansman, which was great. Um, Hellfest, which was good. That's probably like as low as it can get, like as far as like good.
Besides Venom.
Yeah, Venom was not as good as Hellfest, but like I like just part of me just really doesn't like Venom, and I feel like I was kind of generous with my review, but like I wanted to say it's just because I was more disappointed than
Right.
outright like I fucking hate this.
One movie I wanted to see Spider-Man, but I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I'll catch it in 2019, but I wanted to see it.
Well, we're getting there.
Oh, you see it? You saw
Bohemian Rhapsody. I saw it. Yeah, I saw it last weekend. Yeah. I saw it. It's really really fucking good. So I mean,
all right.
Yeah, so like it was actually between that and Halloween for my movie of the year is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Halloween. And I don't know. I actually gave Spider-Verse a higher score, which like as I'm looking at it, I'm like, God, I don't really know if that's true. I only gave Halloween 4 and I gave Into the Spider-Verse 4.5. And I don't think I probably could bump Halloween up to 4.5, but I might have to watch it again. And I feel like being a sequel so deep in the franchise works against it in just that, like, I don't know. It's like, how do you feel giving fucking Halloween 12? You know what I mean? Like 4.5 stars or 4.5, 5 stars. It just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? And like, you have to like think about the original too sometimes and just be like, okay, well, it's really good, but I gave the original 5 stars. I can't give this 5 stars because it's not as good as the original, even though it's really good. Into the Spider-Verse. Now, there are Spider-Man movies happening, but it's like, you know, it's its own Spider-Man movie, and it's also animated too.
And it's also not, Peter Parker's not the primary focus.
He's not the main character. He's one of the main characters. There are a couple of Peter Parkers in it. But, yeah, god damn, it's really, really good. Especially for Spider-Man fans. a lot of nods to like different Spider-Man comic series and stuff in there, and um, it's just really fun. God, this is the toughest call of the day so far. The
Well,
other ones are just like super quick, but I don't know.
you could say it's your best animated of the year. And you just have both.
There you go. That's the cop out. My favorite movie of the year is Halloween. My favorite animated movie of the year was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I only saw one animated movie this year, and it was very mediocre. We saw Incredibles 2, and it was just like, like it was fine. Like it wasn't that great, but I want to see Spider-Verse. I guarantee if I saw that, I'd like it, but
Yeah, it's really good. I thought it was way better than I thought. And like I even went in knowing that it was getting like rave reviews and everything. But listen, Lego Batman got rave reviews and that movie was so cringy. Like I just like I couldn't even fucking deal with how cringy it was. But damn. Doesn't Spider-Verse have like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now?
something like that.
It's like fucking nobody didn't like it. There's like wasn't a single person that's seen it that was like, God, that sucked. Like everyone really liked it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what's your movie of the year, buddy?
Halloween.
Halloween. All right.
Halloween's the movie of the year.
A lot of people aren't gonna like that, but
That's
just fine.
Hey, here's the thing: if the dub of Dragon Ball Super came out in 2018, it would probably be that, and not a lot of people would be happy about that either. You know,
Well, yeah.
it's your own opinion. You know.
Yeah, I'm really basing it, and I mean both of my picks for this year is Halloween and Spider-Man are both two things that I'm extremely biased for. Like,
Yeah.
I've fucking grown up with both of those things, love both of those things dearly, so they just have this unfair advantage when they come out in a movie that it's like, yeah, that's like my top movies. And the same goes for Dragon Ball. Anytime a Dragon Ball movie comes out, I'm just like, yep, that's in my top movies.
Yeah. And here's the thing: I saw some of the critically acclaimed movies that came out this year. Yesterday, we just saw Vice with Christian Bale, the Dick Cheney movie. We saw that, and like it was okay. And then we just watched Bird Box 2 days ago, and that was also fine. These like critically acclaimed movies, but I don't have the connection I have with those as I do with Halloween. You know, so obviously that would be my favorite.
So things to look forward to next year. Obviously, Dragon Ball Super Broly, Detective Pikachu, and Sonic. Is Sonic next year?
Sonic's November, I think. Yeah, should be. Also, okay. It Chapter 2. Hopefully, I think that's next year. Oh, next year. I'm calling it right now. Besides Dragon Ball Super, my movie of the year might be Us by Jordan Peele.
Okay.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? The trailer?
No.
Okay, well it's gonna be a thing.
you're like stunned silence that I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out. I don't think it's going to even come close to Dragon Ball Super for me.
No, I said besides, like Dragon Ball Super, like even if it's like trash, it's probably going to be my favorite of the year.
Yeah.
But so. But I don't know. We've got another Jordan Peele going up against another It movie, so we had that debate on the podcast last year on which one was better. So I don't know.
Which one did we say? I've retracted a lot of respect that I had for Get Out based on the unfucking real amount of like praise that it's been getting. And when I really step back and look at it, it's like, okay, this is like an average horror movie. But like, since it's very African American centric, I feel like it's like going, went for best film at the Oscars and shit like that. Give me a fucking break, man. Like, at best film? Come on. Come on, dude. Like, let's just be real and just observe. Let's just observe films based on like how good on their actual artistic merit, and not, try to appease the social justice warriors on the internet that don't really even know much about film in the first place if they think that Get Out is film like best film of the year. So I'm
Because
totally okay.
there's a difference between favorite film and best film. There's a difference.
I'm totally okay with some fucking art house film getting best film every year, or some crazy fucking like really well acted drama or period piece or some shit like that. Like, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But Get Out, come on, man. Like, I don't want to be inconsistent and risk being inconsistent by saying that that it was better than Get Out, but I feel like it was better than Get Out. I don't know if I said that last year, but I say that this year.
I don't know. I don't know what you said last year, but I have rewatched it somewhat recently, like in October. I showed it to Emily because she hadn't seen it yet. So I think I flipped because I think I liked it better, but I think I'm on the Get Out train after rewatching it, not in a theater. So I don't know. It's tough to call because I mean they're both good. But
all right, now we are to the
main event.
The main event, the coup de grace, the sweetest of all the year-end awards. What everyone has tuned into this episode for. And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels. Smash like on this video. Can we get 420 likes on our year-end video? That's right, 420. We cannot. Let's at least aim for 69. Ladies and gentlemen, meme of the year.
Meme of the year. Actually, I have quite a substantial list because I couldn't remember all the memes this year. But I mean, we can skip over the shitty ones. But I wrote down a bunch.
All right. Well, I have a few in here that that captured my attention this year that I actually noticed happening. So, let's just start off by addressing the elephant in the room. The meme that everyone was talking about this year. The meme that died but didn't quite die. There's been like sort of a resurgence every now and then. You see it. It's still just clinging to life. Uganda Knuckles.
Yeah. And you hinted at this last week.
Uganda Knuckles is such a bad meme. It's terrible. Like, I fucking hate it. But if there was like a meme mascot of 2018, it would be Uganda Knuckles. Like, am I wrong?
I don't know if you're correct with that one. If
you don't think he would be you don't think he'd be the mascot?
No.
When I think memes in 2018, I think Uganda Knuckles. If someone just showed me a picture of Uganda Knuckles 30 years from now, I'd be like, oh, damn, 2018. What a time. What a time.
Yeah. It could possibly be the mascot, but it's definitely not the theme song of 2018. Do you know what I'm getting at here? Do you remember this?
Is this the Undertale song?
No.
Because that's the I don't know what you're talking about, but that song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
All right, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about a humble video. Very humble hometown video. Just a small child. Just working his thing. You know, going out to his local Walmart. Going to sing a little song.
Oh, God. Was 2018 really this bad for memes? Like, was it really this fucking garbage? The first two that we bring up, actually the first three that we bring up, because I've already mentioned Undertale, is fucking Uganda Knuckles, Undertale, and Yodel Kid. Yodel Kid.
I mean, we had Tide Pods this year too.
Listen, Yodel Kid was so trash until the end of his life cycle. His memes actually started getting good, where like he actually was performing live, and then he like was signing that girl like on her forehead, and he did the spin and the finger guns or whatever.
Yeah.
Like those were way better than the original meme.
Yeah.
Way better.
When he spins and like shoots the finger guns is the funniest thing ever.
Like, God damn it. Oh, God. It's like when his original meme died, he evolved and became
Yes.
an actually decent meme.
Yeah.
Yodel Kid.
Damn, I'm still laughing.
So I don't have this one on my list, so I'm going to go ahead and mention it, which I think is a pretty good meme. But it's kind of like more of like a meme template. You know what I mean? Which is I think the best memes is when you do like a meme template and then you can kind of mash memes together. And it's from like a video game. I don't even know what video game it is, but it's like a cutscene, and the dude is painting, and there's like this old guy telling him, and he's like, just close your eyes and let the brush glide across the canvas, and like the guy just starts painting or whatever, and then it'll cut around and show what's on the canvas, and it's always some stupid ass like meme. You know what I mean? It's always like fucking it's always like Pepe or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the guy will be like, oh, like the old guy will be like, oh my god. You know what I mean? Like, so like I want to bring up that meme because it's not on any of my lists, and I remember it. It's a good meme. Like that'll be the first good meme that we bring up in this.
Yeah.
In this video.
Yeah. I've got a couple ones that maybe you. I've got a couple ones that maybe. I've got a couple of them that maybe you have forgotten about because they were early in the year, just like you forgot about Yodel Kid. Do you remember the Justin Timberlake cell phone kid?
No.
You don't remember Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl and he goes into the crowd and there's a kid like on his cell phone, and then that was like the big meme with like this kid standing next to Justin Timberlake on his phone, and then like people would write in like what he's looking up. So it's just like, who is Justin Timberlake? And like he would just be looking up like all these different things. You don't remember that at all?
No, I don't. I sort of remember it. Here, let me get to Google Chrome. Let me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm using my laptop for this, but god damn. Well, tell me some of your favorites. From that meme.
I mean, I don't remember too many of them. I just have it listed
down.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, that kid.
Alright, yeah.
I already know my meme of the year, and it's not that, but...
Okay.
It's not even close.
Alright, well, I'll bring up one real quick, and buddy, I just want to tell you something. You may or may not know this, but it's very important, and I think you should know that we live in a society.
Yeah.
You don't know this meme?
Is it the one of George?
No, it's just this is the meme. Is we live in a society. That's the meme. This is just a bunch of stupid pictures, whatever picture or whatever, and it will always just have the caption, "We live in a society."
I don't remember that one.
Here's one right now. It's on my phone. It's Mickey and then some other mouse, just random fucking. I guess Mickey's got all the likes, the follows, and everything. The normal mouse, he has nothing. We live in a society.
I see. It's an interesting meme.
That one actually makes more sense than they usually do. Let's see here. I'll just look up "We live in a society" real quick and see what comes up because I don't remember any standouts in this. But
yeah.
Let's see here. So yeah, a really popular one was always like this Joker. Like they would just be like Heath Ledger Joker, and it would always just say, "We live in a society."
I've never
Uh,
seen that one.
yeah, that was popular. Here's Morpheus. What if I told you we live in a society? Uh,
I must have completely missed this meme because I don't remember any of this.
so I think it started with like this, like someone just saying like we live in a society where people think louder is always better, but it's not. Like people like posting something that actually makes sense. We live in a society where this, and this, and then they just stripped it down, and it became we live in a society, and they would just
Right.
put like stupid like things here, and yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Um, let's see. I guess while we were on the subject of animals, because you had shown the Mickey Mouse picture, how do you feel about the meme with the guy where it's like, is this a pigeon? Where it's like the guy like looking at a butterfly. You know the one I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah. I actually have that on my list here. I
Okay.
think that this meme is not that good, honestly. Now I saw a couple of them that sort of made me chuckle a little bit, but for the most part, this was trash. I'm kind of the thing that like it seems like absence makes the heart grow fonder with memes. Like when they first come in their big boom, I'm usually like, God, this meme sucks.
And
But
then you'll
then
see it a couple months later.
a couple months later, when it makes its valiant return, I'm like, oh, that's funny. And this is one of them. It's because like I saw like one of these like a week or so ago that was like that I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Like so I think Geekdom put one up. Like maybe when he was roasting the other Dragon Ball YouTubers or something like that. But um, when this meme first came out, not that good. But it aged like a fine wine, and now it's like okay, if you could put the right content to it. I think putting it with like a modern context is probably better. Like a current
Right.
event just happened. If you can apply this meme to that, then it makes it funny again.
Right. I guess one that's sort of in the same vein as that one, I guess, because you can like change the content of it, is the change my mind meme, which is the guy like sitting at like the table drinking coffee and it's like something something change my mind. He's like
Wasn't that
you don't know.
was that last year or this year?
No, that's year. That was this year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I have a great meme for you.
A great one,
Right
okay.
here. You may not remember this meme. This is a hell of a meme, though. E.
I've never seen this Lord Farquaad on whoever that's supposed to be meme. I've never seen E. No.
That's Markiplier. Okay, so this meme is actually a combination of memes. It's Markiplier's face on Lord Farquaad's head on Mark Zuckerberg's body. By the way, Mark Zuckerberg returned to the meme community this year.
Yes, he was his own meme this year, yeah.
So that's cool. But yeah, the Lord Farquaad Markiplier Zuckerberg meme. 1950. In the future, I bet literature and culture will have advanced to be greater than ever before. 2018.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like it's basically yeah, memes then, and it's the bird walking with like the ball gazers, and then memes now. It's fucking
Yeah.
is E. Um, yeah, so I like the E meme. It doesn't make any sense, like at all. Like there's like no context to it whatsoever. But like it's just so random and everything. By the way, speaking of the ball gazer meme, that's a meme that made a comeback in 2018, and I feel like deserves definitely some talk about it on the show. It got me doing the ball gazer again at fucking work to people.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it to you right now. There you go.
I see.
Put one up on the screen. Do an epic troll to everybody listening to the podcast on YouTube right now. There you go.
Okay.
Epic
There it's
troll
done.
right there. Bam. Just
Yeah.
take that, losers. LOL 420, blaze it. We live in a society.
Sure.
All right.
How about some of the ones that were here for like a day or two and then they were gone?
Okay.
Do you have any of those?
Give me an example.
The one that's coming to mind right away, and maybe I just remember this one because it is Dragon Ball related, but do you remember when all of the Twitter memes were out where like it would have a picture and that was like the content of the tweet, but the text was like all these like squiggly lines, and then like their profile picture was like Goku like as a child going through Piccolo, and people would just put pictures of like Goku going through stuff. You don't remember that one? You don't remember that one? Damn. See, that was a thing for like 3 days, and then I never saw it again.
Wow. There's been a lot of memes this year, so I guess it's hard for us to keep up with all of them.
How about Let's Get This Bread, where it's just people like at their shittiest job ever, like taking selfies. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
like a guy in Baskin Robbins like ice cream suit, like a character just like let's get this bread.
Oh, that's pretty good. How about Thanos car? Are you familiar with the Thanos car meme?
I'm not familiar with the Thanos car. I'm just familiar with Thanos' bald ass head and all the Avengers dust memes. Where people...
Yeah, so we got the Avengers dust meme as well. I got like the one of SpongeBob here fading away.
Yeah.
Right there. And then the Thanos car meme, I'll pull one up for you. It's actually a funny meme because Hot Wheels just put out a Thanos car. Not like this exact car, but it's just like a car themed after Thanos. But here,
Right.
if you can see clearly on my phone there.
Put it down slightly. Alright, yeah, there. Okay.
Yeah, so that's
it's more
Thanos'
of a truck
car.
than a car. It's more of a truck than a car.
But yeah, so like people, and here's the Hot Wheels. I saw it at work the other day.
Yeah.
Funny, but yeah. So this was a meme for a couple of weeks, and it was just like it was just so random, it just didn't make any sense. It's just like the car sort of looks like Thanos, and so then a bunch of videos came out where like people were like fucking getting run over by Thanos' car and shit like that, and it's dumb. This is a bad meme.
Yeah.
I'm sure when I see it in a couple of years, I'll be like, yeah, 2018.
I've got a bunch written down here that just like aren't that worth talking about. Like I've got like Elon Musk smoking the Star is Born memes where it's just like, hey, and there's like Lady Gaga, and then like Bradley Cooper says something else, and then it's just her face. If you're familiar with that meme, have you seen like the celebrity full names? That was a thing for a while. It's just like, what is Ice Cube's real name? And then it's like a Google search, and it's just like Icicle Cubicle or something. Like Ice Cube's like full name and like stuff like that.
I did see that actually. I saw like one of those. I'm not sure which one, but you might have sent me like that Ice Cube one. But
yeah, there were like a bunch of them, like celebrity full names and stuff.
All right, how about Bongo Cat?
Bongo Cat, not one of my favorite memes. I mean, I feel like it's like more of like a childish thing, but it's got a couple laughs every once in a while.
Trumpet Boy, or whatever it is.
What's Trumpet Boy?
Oh man, I'm not even gonna look it up. It's just another bad meme. How about the American Chopper comic?
I was gonna bring that up as one of our top tier memes.
Well,
That's a good one.
You like that one? I didn't really see that many of those that I really liked. There were a
Depending on
couple.
the content of it, like depending on like what people put in them, they were funny. Like none come to mind right now, but some of them were good.
All right. So we're nearing the end here. I got a
Yeah.
couple. I think one of them's going to be your pick. So I'm going to go ahead and say surprised Pikachu as another meme. That's
Surprise
one
Pikachu's a good one.
that just popped up recently. I think that before we get into the home stretch here and you bring up your meme that I think is inevitably your meme of the year.
I don't know if you would. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know.
Well,
But
I
but
think
I'll bring up.
I think
I'll
we
bring up
alluded to your meme earlier in the show.
no, that's not my meme. That's not
So
my
we'll
meme.
talk about moth memes then real quick.
I didn't get the moth memes to begin with. Like I was just like, how is this funny?
We'll see. I was just about to bring up like in 2018 seemed like the year where memes just became like something like one person's inside joke that somehow spread all across the internet, and then
Yeah.
like everyone found them funny for some reason, even though they didn't make any sense, and there was no context to like any of the memes. So,
There were some solid ones, but for the most part, I just didn't understand. Christ. Jared,
sorry, I don't. Yeah, I've been coughing this whole time, but I think the moth meme deserves a definite shout out on the year in review episode of Two Nerds a Podcast.
Yeah. Also, just as like a shout out in general, I'll give a shout out to TikTok, just the app in general. Like most of them are really fucking shitty, but that Mia Khalifa song, like some of those are pretty good. The one where
What is hit or miss?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, TikTok as a whole in the meme community, I think it's a good thing, even though just like Vine, like you get a couple of really good ones and then the rest are just super cringy. But TikTok, I think I'm never gonna download it on my phone. I'll just
I just watch
PewDiePie. I'll just watch PewDiePie review them or whatever. Yeah. So TikTok deserves a shout out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I know what your meme is. It's probably my favorite meme of the year as well.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're getting close to the end of my list here. One that's not my meme. What?
I'll just go ahead and say, and maybe we'll just clear the air here and then say, somebody touching my spaghetti! Is that it? Is that it?
No!
Is that your meme?
That's not my meme. Is that your meme?
I love that meme, dude. I love that meme so much. I wish it would come back. It's fully dead now. It's gone.
Well, was that a 2018 meme?
You don't know somebody touching my spaghetti?
I know I'm saying, but like I didn't really see it in 2018.
Dude, that was a 2018 meme.
Was it really? I thought that was last year.
Was it? Maybe late last year. Come on. Did we talk about it last year?
I don't remember.
There's no way. That's a 2018 meme.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
We'll say something. Jesus Christ,
Okay.
Put a lot of dead air on the fucking podcast.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to do. So another one of my favorites, not my pick, but it's the one where it's like the old Key and Peele clip where it's Obama giving all the handshakes, and then like he goes up to one of the black guys, like, and then he like dabs him up, like, you know what I mean? And then like basically the meme is like they put shitty stuff on all the white people. Do you know that one?
No.
You've seen that one.
I've seen Obama dapping up, I think it's like an NBA player or something at the end of like a line of like white dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So like this one, it's like a clip from Key and Peele, and it's like Obama does a speech and he's like shaking hands like very cordially with all these white people, and like say for example, it'll say like Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. It's like a handshake. It's like Legend of Zelda. Fucking what's another bad one? Like Age of Seasons. He shakes it. Then he gets to like Ocarina of Time. He's like dabbing him up, like giving him a hug.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't seen that, but that sounds good actually. Spaghetti Meme was 2018.
Very good. So is that your pick?
No. It's probably my favorite meme of the year, but I can't give it meme of the year. Here's another one that just recently popped out, but Yo Obama.
Yo Obama?
You reminded me of that. There's also Obunga back halfway through the year, but Yo Obama is the fusion of Yoda and Obama. If you
wow.
seen that. Yeah, if you haven't seen that.
If you can imagine that, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's on the internet. It looks pretty natural, so it's just Yoda with Obama's face.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your meme of the year, buddy? Suspense.
My meme of the year, because it hits me to my core. It's very close to my heart, and although this particular incident did not happen in close proximity to me, the events surrounding it directly impacted our community and state. I'm talking, of course, of the meme of LeBron and J.R. Smith. It's probably my meme of the year.
Oh man, that's old. That's I barely remember any of them.
That's NBA Finals.
I know, it's a few months ago. I barely remember any of them. All right.
Your look of despair.
Wow. So LeBron's look is very memeable on that. Also, another LeBron meme that got resurrected this year was the flip phone meme. It just kind of good. Just like popped out of nowhere, but so like that's good. So as I alluded to earlier, it fucking pains me to the core to say this because I fucking hate this meme so much. It's so trash, but I think that it's a fair representation of 2018. Is Uganda Knuckles is my meme of the year. Go ahead, try to make a thumbnail for this video without Uganda Knuckles in it. You can't do it because it won't be a fair representation of 2018 without him, and you know it.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to now.
Do you know Dewey?
Jesus Christ.
Uganda Knuckles, meme of the year, and I know that No Star Reviews agrees with me.
Damn.
I want No Star Reviews to put out a review of all the year's major memes.
Yeah, he could do that. I could see that.
Get on it, No Star. You got one
Not
day.
much time. Not much time.
One day. You have approximately 34 hours.
Perhaps, yeah. Depending on when you listen to this. Well, that's about all we have to say this week. 2018's been a hell of a year, I guess. We look forward to 2019 and many more memes to review and share with you guys. Yeah, that's all.
Stay tuned for next week where we bring you the greatest episode of Two Nerds a Podcast ever to be recorded. That's right, our beginning of the year predictions next week on Two Nerds a Podcast. What will come to pass to 2019? Well, we're going to get our tarot cards out, our wizard robes out, our frogs and cauldron pots and stuff like that, and our lamps and all things that you can use to predict the future with. The mirror on the wall. And we are going to use these tools at our disposal to predict 2019 and what will come to pass in that year. What's the hottest meme of 2019 going to be? We're going to predict it next week on Two Nerds a Podcast.
Damn.
All
right, well, that's about it.
You sound like a cyborg right now.
Damn.
Do I still sound like a cyborg?
Yeah, you sound like shit. Let's get the fuck off the air.
Alright, you're two nerds. This is a podcast. Bye.
Dynamite Jared signing off. By the way, if you can't understand what Buddy just said, we have been Two Nerds. This has been a podcast. Have a great new year, everybody, and we'll see you next year.